it got to the point where I had to say something.
Oh.
Because it happened again.
He was always splitting the bill, huh?
Yeah, and I just said, listen, I said, not for nothing. I said, but it's a little fucking unattractive that you're having me take out my card all the time.
Yes, I'm in designer. If I see her, then I got her, bro. Yes, I am a dog with these diamonds on my collar.
Welcome to my intro episode of Let's Be Clear. So, first things first, I have no clue what I'm doing as far as the podcast goes. So I'm coming into this blindfolded. Luckily, I work well with my eyes closed. Right, Kyle?
Kind of hot.
So, anyways, let's get right into the intro episode and tell you why I'm here. These two fuckers decided to fire me from Burnt Toast. Mm-hmm. They called me on three-way, told me I wasn't a good fit, and that they didn't want my feelings to be hurt.
I don't think that's what was said. I don't think that's what was said, but go ahead.
But on the contrary, they wanted to give me my own show. So here we are. All right, so tell me guys, what's it like with me in the host seat?
It's terrifying. I've never been more scared in my life.
I'd rather jump off a cliff.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's comforting.
Welcome.
Okay, so this show really has no specific direction. Let me make that clear to you. It's going to be all over the place. We're going to have skits. We're going to have pranks. We're going to have content coming your way. We're going to have all the guests in the world that will spice up your life. I got them all lined up.
You just winked at me.
Did you just wink at you?
Yeah.
You're not the guest I'm talking about, but you think that. And so this is just like a kind of get to know me, get to know why I'm here. And I'm here because of these two, kind of.
Do you want us to introduce who we are to people that don't know who we are?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm Buddy, a.k.a. DJ Costa, one half of Burnt Toast. I'm a local DJ. I DJ in small bars and have fun for a living. Kyle?
I'm Kyle, a.k.a. Smiles Kyle, and I like cookies.
But
we're also like, we should go a little further. We are the ones who oversee and run Big Night Media. So
that's right.
Just want to let the people know that don't know us. Okay, go ahead to your show again.
No. Please continue.
No, that's it. Oh,
that's it? That's all you have to add?
We just wanted to give everyone a full intro of who we are.
So I had to step over a lot of little people to get to where I am today, Buddy being that little person.
Knew that was coming. For the people,
shots are fired.
People that don't know, I'm about 4'9", 5'5" on a good day. Though.
Average size penis, though.
Average.
Oh, my God. So anyways, roles
Willie.
are reversed,
Nice
as you can see. They're now on my show, these two numbnuts who have roasted me nonstop, episode after episode on Burnt Toast, just bringing me down, making me feel like a cigarette-smoking piece of shit when I'm not.
Today you smell like 9 packs.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Here we go. So this is my show, so they're not allowed to say anything negative about me.
No, we're not. We made that deal.
Okay. So we're going to make this limitless. That's where this direction is going to go. And we're going to have segments like clearing things up.
Oh, love that.
Which we'll get into on the actual episode 1.
Isn't this episode 1?
Well, I thought this was like the intro.
Okay, yeah.
This isn't like an actual episode because like we don't, like,
nobody wants to see Buddy and I on a fucking podcast.
Yeah, this
anymore.
is just
we're on too much.
I literally had these two numbnuts on just for the mere fact to let you know that they fired/hired me. So even though I am, I was so sad to depart with Burnt Toast.
We were too.
I think it's a much better fit for me to have my own show, and so did they. Right, guys?
Best thing that could have happened to Burnt Toast.
Yeah, you've done a ton of, you've done a lot of work. We're excited for this. We, everyone in the office is excited to have you around on your own show. Me and Kyle are excited. We don't have to talk to you 400 times a day. It's great.
I mean, that was brutal.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So what else you got coming on this show? Tell us. What else you have coming for this?
Well, a little background on myself first.
Yes, give us that.
So my name is Cayla and I am mentally unstable.
Wow, you said that kind of sexy.
Ain't that the
I'm just like looking at your boobs
am I? I guess I'm not going to give it all away in the first show. So stay tuned to find out.
Your boobs are out right now, by the way. Oh, I like it.
I can't even be on this fucking thing without being sexualized on my own goddamn show.
And that's Kyle, not Buddy, by the way.
Yep.
Buddy
Don't
Costa.
worry, Allie. Kyle's the only creep in this room.
Thank you.
So, so for you weirdos out there that love my Boston accent, I guess this is the show for you. And for those of you that don't, I hope you're somewhere listening, getting secondhand embarrassment and cringing at the thought of me having my own show. I'm here for it. So get ready, buckle up, bitches. You're in for a hell of a ride. Mm-hmm. Let's be clear.
Can we do a segment?
Of course.
Let's do a segment. I want to be part of the show, like the intro show. So let's do a segment that you're going to do with people.
Okay.
Give us a segment. We want to see. You didn't show us anything yet. You said it's all a surprise.
Yeah.
That scares us.
But you keep it a surprise.
You signed the contract and we don't know what you're doing.
I have.
You haven't signed the contract.
I haven't signed the contract yet. So we're gonna have a few different segments. Clearing things up, which will be, that's my favorite one.
Okay.
And I'll be clearing all kinds of things up, whether it be stuff in the media, whether it be stuff about you, Kyle.
There's a little tension between you two.
No.
Lots of sexual
And
tension.
then we're going to do Chronicles of a Canigliaro, which is going to be hysterical because I'm going to prank my father, prank my brothers, and bring you guys a hell of a show with that.
Love that.
Love
that
it.
piece.
That's great.
Yep.
Love your dad, by the way.
Yeah, he's the best.
He's
So we're going to have him on here because he's been on radio many times and
Probably
he's
has
very
a hammer.
entertaining. Very entertaining.
You think he has a hammer?
Hammer.
So,
Wait. Speaking of hammers, can I go a little off topic here?
Oh, boy.
did you guys just ask about my father's penis?
That was Buddy, by the way,
As
guys.
if I would know. Like, what the fuck?
Buddy can only talk about penises because he's married.
Let's be clear. This is not a show about my father's penis. The fuck?
Whole hog.
Oh, my God. All right.
Go ahead. Back to the show.
Oh, okay.
So, I was talking to the boys about something before we started recording, and I want to talk about this right now, actually.
Oh.
So, last night, when we released the show,
Lots of action on that, by the way.
there was a lot of action, and, I want to say that all the people that supported me, half of them I wouldn't have even expected to. And
Yeah.
I really, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate it. And then there were a few people that you expect to be the first ones to jump on it and support you, and they don't. And,
Buddy's just fucking up the TV, like always.
And what? Go ahead, girl.
I'm just trying to say, and you both agreed with me, it's very interesting to see that most of your supporters are people that you don't really know well. And the people that get behind you and really support you and want you to do well,
Us.
well, you guys especially, but like people that you don't expect. And, I think that it's kind of crazy in the grand scheme of things that you don't have people backing you that you would expect to.
Yeah.
But the ones that are, they're the ones that matter, right?
Exactly.
And I'll never forget it.
You gotta give it a little time too. Sometimes people miss posts, so you gotta. After 2 or 3 times of posting something, if you don't get the support, then you're out.
No, we're not talking about just my show. We're talking about with anything. I was using that as an example because you said your whole life you've realized that more strangers support you than people that you know.
Right, for the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
People that you would expect to be like there to push your shit, buy your merch.
And this just started. It's not about me. I'm saying in general that, it's always good to support someone. I support people that I don't even know. If they're starting a business, or my close friends, I always repost, I always support. And it doesn't go unnoticed. I will say that. The people that support you, it never goes unnoticed.
Agreed.
And that's really important, especially to get this show started. So I really want to thank everybody that's already supporting the show, even though it hasn't really begun. So let's be clear on that. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Your hair looks good today.
Thanks, baby.
Okay.
I got a little dressed up since it was, my show for once.
Debut show, yeah. For Burnt Toast, you showed up in like a hazmat suit.
Yeah. Sweats,
Yeah.
So,
Let's do a segment.
all right. We're going to do a segment?
Yeah, I want to do a segment.
Let's do a segment. Let's test this out.
Let's
Okay.
do a segment.
All right. Let's talk about first dates.
I'm out. It's up to you two now.
What was your first date with Allie, by the way?
Dude. I
Bowling
was
alley?
in my buddy's car driving down the street, and he was like talking to her friend. He's like, "Oh, there's Rachel, I think the girl's name was." And Allie was with her. I was like, "Oh, damn, who's that?"
And you guys were only kids at the time.
I was 16, she was 15.
The horny 16-year-old.
Horny 16. And she had like little plaid boxers on and like a t-shirt. Remember those days?
Oh, I love her. I love it. I love the
And I saw her in
early 2000s Allie.
I saw her and I was just like, "Oh my god!"
And that was it. So that was your
it.
first date.
That
Bada
was
bing, bada boom.
20 years ago.
Nail
date,
in the coffin.
First dates. Okay. What about first dates?
So, Kyle, in your experience, because I know lately you've been on a lot of fucking first dates,
I
right?
wouldn't call them dates.
Whatever you want to. He's
everyone
he's
settle
been
down.
putting his pisha where it doesn't belong
Bumping
on a
uglies.
daily basis. Okay, let's make that
not
clear.
daily.
All right, well, whatever. Tell me about your worst first date experience.
Worst first date experience.
Yeah.
Well, I had a bad date when I was just like I don't know. I'm an awkward kid, shy kid, so it's just like.
I feel like you've gotten less awkward though.
Yeah, I'm working on it, but like when it comes to girls, I get super fucking like quiet and weird. So I went on this one date and it was just like very awkward and just barely any talking. And it was just like.
Did you go to? Was it like at dinner?
Yeah, it was like a dinner kind of thing too. So it was like weird.
And you were sitting across from each other, just not speaking.
Yeah, we talked, but it's just like it wasn't like a normal conversation.
Oh,
Like,
that's awful.
Yeah,
so it didn't
terrible.
move any further after that. It was kind of like after the dinner.
No,
See
I
you
think
later.
she gave me another chance and I blew it again, basically.
Sounds about right.
I mean, I feel like everyone's had that. Has anyone ever had that situation before? No?
No, I don't go.
I haven't been on many dates, but
I go on dates all the time. I
you
think
do.
dates are
You
fun.
do.
I think they're fun.
See, I'm
You're a
like
social butterfly.
you are, and I'm
Sure.
I'm so anxious that first dates, like, unless I know the person prior, I can't do it.
So you're like one of those crazy people, like, oh, you fall in love right away on the first date.
No,
Is that what you're saying?
no, but I'm saying I don't do like random, like, blind dates or someone I meet on the internet and then I'm like, all right, let's meet at dinner.
I
Like
did a blind date last night.
you blinded her, all right. So my worst first date experience, and I'm gonna tell you that real quick, was actually over the summer, and it was a friend of mine. We were starting out as friends. We were hanging out. Good guy. But we went to dinner. He said, wow, this is our first date. And I was like, really? I'm like, this is a date? Like, I wasn't even expecting that. And he's like, yeah. He's like, we'll get some drinks. We'll have some dinner, smoke some weed. I'm like, ooh, my kind of guy.
Pack of cigs.
God, fuck off. So we're sitting at the dinner table. And we had the best time. I mean, like, so comfortable with him, laughs, really, really funny, really witty, and that's important to me. He kept me entertained. I love the good one-liners. And then the bill comes.
Oh.
And even though, see, a lot of my friends were like, they're like, I don't take my wallet out. Like, I just let the guy pay. But I'm a little different.
Yeah.
I like to take my card out, and I like to see if they're like, are you crazy? Like, put that away. Or if they take it. Like, that's kind of my test. And so I took my card out. The bill was only like $55.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And he fucking took my card and split the $50 bill with me.
Can I ask something?
Yep.
Where the fuck did you go for dinner where your bill was $55?
Chili's.
It was no, because we literally just got appetizers and a couple drinks.
Still.
So we were at in Newburyport at
New baby boy.
what the fuck is it called? It's a Mexican place, but it's really good there. Agave, that's right, baby.
Sam. Good job, Sam, on the back end.
Sam
Producer,
knows the
Sam
deal.
Castle.
So yeah, it was agave.
I have another question.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been with Allie for 20 years, but I still get weird if she tries to pay for dinners. I let her here and there now because she
Okay.
wants to, but whatever.
Yes,
I
let's
still-
touch on
you're
this.
You're the man.
I still feel weird about it.
Even
when she
being
does.
married. Okay.
Even if it's $50. But this is my other thing. In today's world where women equality and all that.
Yep.
I'm weird with this one. So everyone wants the women, man. Everyone wants it to be equal now.
Correct.
So why can't women pay for the bills?
So here's the thing.
Are you sexist? Is that
No.
what it is?
No.
But hold on. But before
No.
you get into this, because I don't want to lose my train of thought.
Okay.
I don't think women should ever pay for bills.
Right.
I agree.
But my thing is,
if
no
they
women-
want to be equal,
you want to be equal.
pick up the fucking bill. All right, I get where you're going with this, but here's my
I
thing.
like that. That's a good one.
So
That's actually really
so
good.
here's where I'm at now. My two relationships that I had, it got to a point where when we would go to dinner, either I would pay or we'd split, and it becomes normal once you're in a relationship.
Correct.
It's totally different. Like with my boyfriends, they'd be like, "Oh, I'll get dinner, you get the movie,"
Yeah.
and like that's
how it should work.
normal,
It should
and
be a
that's
trade.
that
It should
is
be a
how it
trade.
should work. But
be a trade.
first impressions.
First date.
You obviously pay.
First
I mean,
date, especially if the fucking thing is $20, you pay it. I don't care. Like you made yourself look corny. That's in my opinion.
100% with you on that one.
So just going into it a little more, it got to the point where I had to say something
Oh.
because it happened again.
He was always splitting the bill, huh?
Yeah, and I just said, listen, I said, not for nothing. I said, but it's a little fucking unattractive that you're having me take out my card all the time. Like, not for nothing. The poor kid, he looked like he shit himself.
That's a tough one.
How much was the second bill?
60.
Oh, you guys are getting.
Wow.
Where are you going to
Yeah,
dinner?
where'd you
That
go?
was Mission on the Bay in Swampscott.
Oh, that was an Applebee's?
No.
3 drinks is like 60 bucks.
And I feel bad because I'm calling this guy out, but like not by name. He's a great guy, but I'm just saying, like, I let him know. I'm like, listen, I'm like,
Was that the end
I'm
of
like,
it?
I told my mother about this. I told my friends about this. I'm like, my mother thinks you're cheap. My father thinks you're cheap. My friends think you're cheap. My dog
over
thinks
then.
you're cheap. I'm like, this ain't this. I'm like, it's just, and he was like, like, what do you say? You know what I mean? What do you fucking say to that? Stop. I'm just saying, like, the poor kid. Like, I felt so bad after.
100%.
And I was like, I was at his house
You
at the
felt
time.
bad after you told everyone. Okay, just wanted.
I felt bad after I just
Jesus Christ. You are a spitter,
Oh
huh?
my God. I am. I told Kyle I'm a spitter before the show started. So yeah, I kind of called him out. We were at his house and I'm like, do you want me to leave? Because, you know, it was awkward. And
probably
he's
awkward
like,
after that.
and he was like, no. And then he really did try after that. He tried. He started paying for things. But then it kind of got to the point where he was like, I just can't be the man for you. Like, he kind of just admitted,
Shocker.
I'm cheap for life and you ain't going to like me. And I'm like, all right.
But you're not like Chasen. You're not.
No,
hold your thought real quick.
Yeah.
You're not like a money hungry girl.
Never.
So yeah. So
Never.
Okay.
You don't
Never,
care
never.
about that.
No.
So, still on the first date thing, what's the most expensive first date you have had?
I didn't want to bring it up.
Yeah.
So the most expensive first date that I've had,
You
was-
probably wouldn't know though, because if he paid the tab.
it was it was probably with my 10-year boyfriend. Like, we went out to like $300 dinners and stuff all the time.
Is he in a nut house now? Been with you for 10 years?
No, he's not actually. He's a great guy.
How'd you guys break up?
He was a cheater, and he was actually fucking around with multiple girls while we were together. But first he started fucking around with this tramp that I was friends with, and when we were younger, and she started fucking him. I introduced them, and then she started fucking him, and I found her in his bed. Found her in his bed. Yep. And that was a great experience.
I think the people need that story on another show. I think
Yeah.
that
Oh
needs
yeah.
to be a story.
We'll get into
Did
that.
you just maul her like a bear?
No, I actually punched him in the face. I didn't go after her because it's you gotta remember, it's not all the girl's fault. You know what I
Compromise. You
mean?
gotta compromise.
But I did kind of hold that person to a a little bit of a pedestal. Like, I don't fuck with my even acquaintances, exes.
Yeah.
Never mind someone that I've had sleepovers with, hung out with. You know, you just don't do that. It's
Right.
crossing the line. So that was number one. Then the last thing, he started fucking around with a girl who had the same fucking name as me. She was like 12 at the time. And they ended up they're not together now, but that's how that story goes. That's how the cookie crumbles.
Another episode, you gotta hit that whole story.
Yeah, oh yeah, we'll get into that details. But yeah, so first dates, I just really truly believe that if you want to make a good impression on a girl, you got to pay
Nice.
for the first date,
I
and then we
agree.
can talk about splitting after that.
Wow. I mean, I think this was an excellent episode.
It was great. This is not even an episode. It's an
Let's
intro.
be clear: pay on the first date,
Love that.
Love that. I love that.
men. Yes.
I agree.
Okay.
All right. Well,
you want to wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up. So thank you all for tuning in.
I love wrapping it up. Not.
and we'll be back next week, so get ready.
Yes, I'm in designer. If I see her, then I got her, bro. Yes, I am a dog with these diamonds on my collar.